Welcome to a brand new episode of Boomerang. I'm your host, Njeri Kiereini, a mental health advocate, and today we're talking about something many of us might have overlooked: the power of fathers and the profound impact their absence can have on their daughters. So buckle up, because the truth is more eye-opening than you might expect. So grab a seat as we dive into how fatherless daughters are shaped, and most importantly, how healing begins. So fathers are more than just providers. They are key architects in shaping their daughters' emotional worlds. A father's presence influences his daughter's self-esteem, her ability to trust and relate to men, and even her attitude towards intimacy. His absence can also create emotional gaps that affect her very, very deeply. One area where fathers play a critical role is in communication. Our communication style, how we express needs, respond to emotions, and handle conflict, is shaped by our early interactions with caregivers. If a child's attempts to express her needs were dismissed or met negatively, she may grow up believing that it's not okay to voice her emotions, leading to suppressed needs in adulthood. In romantic relationships, this can create frustration when unexpressed emotions result in unmet expectations, reinforcing feelings of neglect or emotional disconnect. Attachment theory, as developed by John Bowlby, and I always like mentioning him, highlights that both mothers and fathers serve as primary attachment figures. While a mother provides a secure base to which a child can always return, a father plays the role of a trusted guide, encouraging exploration and providing reassurance when the world feels too big or overwhelming. So, when a father is absent, daughters may struggle with emotional regulation, decision making, and trust in relationships. Some may seek validation in unhealthy ways, and we've seen this before, while others will build walls to avoid being hurt and thereby just avoid relationships altogether. The other thing is our society is also shifting. Many Gen X parents prioritize self-fulfillment and financial success, often at the cost of family bonds. As a result, many children, particularly daughters, have grown up without a strong male figure in their lives. This shift has led to a growing emphasis on individualism, where people only think about themselves, where freedom has replaced responsibility, leaving young girls without the support system that they need. Research has also shown that fatherlessness can accelerate a daughter's introduction to adolescence and early sexual initiation. Without a positive male role model, young women may form weak bonds, leading to commitment issues and emotionally unfulfilling relationships. In addition, daughters without fathers are more vulnerable to experiencing manipulation and abuse from men or abandonment. On the flip side, studies indicate that daughters with a positive father involvement engage in healthier behaviors. They are less likely to engage in early sexual activity, excessive drinking, or destructive peer influence. They also tend to develop stronger resistance to social pressures and adopt healthier lifestyle habits. When we hear the phrase daddy issues thrown around, it's often seen as an insult. But let's be clear, this is not a joke. What people call daddy issues are often deep emotional wounds resulting from unmet need for love, security, and validation. Unhealed wounds from fatherlessness can shape romantic choices. Some women normalize toxic behaviors like manipulation or emotional unavailability, believing it to be the norm. Others become overly cautious and distrusting of men to protect themselves from potential abandonment. It's also important to note that fathers learn fathering from their own fathers. What was modeled to them is often what they pass on to their families and their children. If they lacked emotional presence from their father growing up, they may unknowingly repeat the same patterns with their children. So, where does healing begin? Healing begins with awareness. It's not about blaming your father or what he did or did not do. It's about recognizing how his absence has shaped your emotions, your relationships, and your feelings of self-worth, then working to break the unhealthy patterns. The pain of fatherlessness is real. It's in the moments when daughters look around at school events, graduations, or birthdays and feel the absence of their father. It's in the struggle for watching their mother do everything alone, shouldering both financial and emotional burdens. It's in the silent thoughts of, my father should have been there, when faced with challenges that could have been made easier with his support. So, what do we do about this? There are certain steps we can take to begin the healing process. One, like I said, self-awareness. Identify the emotional patterns that are influenced by your father's absence. Two, therapy and support. Seek therapy and support. Engage in therapy or mentorship to process the unresolved wounds. Three, reframe what happened. Let go of the past, resentment, and claim your emotional agency. Look out for healthier relationships. Surround yourself with positive role models. Begin building trust. Learn to develop a balanced, realistic view of men and relationships. And most importantly, if it's possible, forgive. Not just your absent father, but also for your own peace and closure. To every fatherless daughter, I want to let you know that I see you. I know the pain and the longing and the unanswered questions. But hear me when I say this. You're not broken. You're whole, worthy, and capable of love. Your story does not end in pain. It begins with healing. And to you, the fathers out there, your daughters need you more than you know. Show up for them. Speak life into them. Be present. The impact you have is greater than you know.